Hello, my name is Chi Baker. I am a licensed professional counselor in the state of Oregon. I live in Portland, and in light of the recent tragedy that happened in Florida concerning a mass shooting at a school, I thought I would address immediately managing trauma and hopefully get some information out there to help those who are the parents of the victims, as well as the fellow students and families of that area, as well as anybody else who is traumatized by this horrific event. As a father of two young children, shootings like this obviously are extremely alarming, disheartening, scary, traumatizing probably to most everybody. And so I understand people's concerns and fears that they're facing. I myself, as a parent, again, it was extremely alarming, disheartening, sent me to tears. So there has been several studies recently about how playing Tetris, yes, the video game Tetris, has shown great efficacy in reducing symptoms of post-traumatic stress disorder. I believe the study was done out of Sweden, and there's many articles on the internet that you can look at. Psychology Today, Scientific America, Time magazine, I think, even did one. And so you can just Google Tetris for PTSD and get some data on it. Essentially, the Tetris changes where the brain is focusing. So it is working on the problem-solving brain. It's working on, getting out of kind of the creative and imagery side to kind of a concrete problem-solving side, and kind of derails that process of kind of going through and looping through a traumatic event, triggering kind of thoughts, feelings, and honing in on something that's problem solving. Because of how it's a moving puzzle, as well as the rapid or the rate of which the player needs to connect these pieces, that it decreases pathways of the trauma of kind of embedding into the brain, and sends it and derails it into a problem solving, so that this washes or greatly decreases. So I urge folks, the parents of the victims in Florida, as well as other people who have been traumatized by this incident, as well as really any other traumatic incident, to download a version of Tetris. You can play it on your phone, you can play it on your tablet, your computer, and really kind of pull your brain out of the trauma that it may very well be cycling through and looping, and hopefully decrease or eliminate that the onset of post-traumatic stress disorder. Certainly it doesn't change the trauma, it doesn't change a lot of the factors of the loss, but it can really greatly decrease imprinting PTSD, as well as help increase the healing process. Again, if your brain is looping, it's creating these grooves, and so it's continuing to relive the experience, the memory, the thoughts, the emotions, and so that groove is getting deeply ingrained or implanted in the brain, and that pathway is growing strength and power. And so what we want to do is knock that brainwave, that pathway, off into something else to concentrate on, to distract from over here, which will pull this away and again decrease or eliminate symptoms of PTSD, which in cases like the horrific tragedy that happened yesterday with the shooting in Florida, hopefully we can decrease some of the suffering and pain for all those who have been exposed to it. So hopefully this helps. Again, my condolences to the folks who lost their children. It is probably one of the most horrific experiences that any human being can go through. So my thoughts, my prayers are with those families, and hopefully this will help those who are struggling. Take care. Be well.